Okay. So what we are going to be discussing for today? So today we are going to be starts our CI/CD. CI/CD. So in DevOps, so we are going to be starts with DevOps in DevOps. So first we are going to be starting CI/CD. So please let it be open a new class notes. So please let it be go to the my drive. So where exactly CI/CD. So here we are gonna be creating a new class notes. So please let it be open class notes. So here, fine. So here, so in DevOps totally. So this is DevOps with multi-cloud. So here we are starting first DevOps in DevOps, Ansible, Docker and Kubernetes, then CI/CD. So today we are gonna be starts for today CI/CD. In CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery. This model we are gonna be spending more than 4 weeks of time. By and we'll do one project also along with Ansible, along with Kubernetes. This is exactly our plan for this 4 weeks of time. But in this, which are all the tools we are gonna be learning? The first tool is version control. The second build tool. The third is CI tool and artifactory. Artifactory and code analyzer. So these are all things which we are gonna be learning. So for version control, we are gonna be learning Git, GitHub, Git Bash. These are all the things. So for build tool, we are gonna be learning Maven. For CI, we are gonna be learning Jenkins. For Active Factory, we are gonna be learning JFrog. And for code analyzer, we are gonna be learning Sonar Cube. So these are all the tools we are gonna be learning in this model. Sir, can we able to start directly? No, we can't able to start directly. So first we should understand the dependence. Then only we can able to try to do that. First, what we are gonna be learning dependencies. Which are all the dependencies we should be learn. First, that is also we should be list out. Then we are gonna be discussing first. Then we are gonna be starts CI/CD. Okay, but anyway, so just to be overview of our CI/CD, what is in exactly our CI/CD? CI/CD is a continuous integration, continuous delivery. Continuous integration, continuous delivery. Okay, we have discussed so many times what is CI/CD in demos also. Okay, but as of right now, directly we go for so basics and fundamentals. Which are all the fundamental? The first fundamental is what is SDLC? First, we should be understand. Once if it is understand, then we are gonna be discussing about what is SDLC phases. We are calling as a phases or stages. Once if it is understand, then we are going to be discussing about what is SDLC models. So many models, but in that we are going to be discussing what is waterfall model, what is agile model, what is the difference between we should be conclude waterfall versus agile model and agile principles, and what is the sprint, what is a release, what is the sprint life cycle. So these are all the basics and fundamentals we are gonna be discussing first. Then we're gonna be start our CI/CD. So this is an exactly our agenda up to this model. Okay, and we'll do one project. Okay, this is what exactly our agenda. So shall we start with SDLC? What is exactly our SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle, as we discussed so many times. But anyway, this is very important for today also. But please be bear with me. Somebody's get bored for today also. But please bear with me because if it is very very important. Without this knowledge, we can't able to continue. We are all aware of that. But please so spend time at least 30 to 40 minutes. Then we will move forwarding into the R flow. Fine. So first, so what exactly, please? So what is in exactly SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages. We have several phases. Sir, which are all those guys, please? We have in our SDLC. What are the first one, guys? Please tell me. First one is analysis, then design, then implementation, then testing, then deploy, then maintenance. By following these are all the stages, by following these are all the stages, we can able to implement working software, and we can able to build, and we can able to do business in our internet. Am I right? Understood very clear. What are the software development life cycle? By helping of SDLC, we can able to produce an application for doing a business internet like Flipkart or Amazon Book My Show. But so in this SDLC, how many stages, guys? Please tell me. Repeat again. Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. But if you want to build a Flipkart kind of applications, a Flipkart kind of applications, like a Redbus kind of applications, Book My kind of application, whatever maybe. So what kind of first thing we need to please? So what is the requirement? What are the client requirement? What is the client is expecting? What is the login, registration, payment gateway, switch page? What is the business model? Each and everything will be gathered based on gathering information from the client. Based on gathering information from the client, our architects will be designed. So once if it is designed, our developers will implement. So once if it is an implement, whether it is working or not, our testers will be verified in a functional level. Once if it is done as a DevOps engineer, we're going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers. But whether it is working or not properly and how exactly the performance our application, we're going to be continuously monitoring and maintaining. This entire process which you are calling as what? Software development lifecycle. It's clear, all of you understood. Am I right? Clear. Tell me, what is an SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. It is a simple process. What is the reason, I guess, please? So by using SDLC, so we are producing a working software with the highest quality, with the lowest cost within the shortest time. It is includes detailed plan. So develop, alter, maintain a software system. It includes different stages we have, include planning, design, build, testing. Clear. Perfect. But SDLC, how many models we have? So many models we have. We have a n number of models, but here we are going to be discussing sequence model, iterative, incremental model. Sir, what is a sequence model? What is iterative incremental model? We are going to be discussing. First, let us understand sequence. The sequence model is follows the waterfall model. The waterfall model internally following sequence. So, what is the meaning of sequence? One after another. What isn't exactly one after another? So, what we have understood SDLC stages, those are all the stages doing here one after another is nothing but what waterfall model, please. So that means first analysis will be complete, gathering information from the client, then design, then implementation, then testing, then deployment, then maintenance. Means one after another only it will be deployed or completed. So first requirement, then only design, then only implementation, then only testing, then only implementation, then only deploy, then only testing. So it is a sequence model, one after another. So why we are calling this as waterfall model? Because of if you pour a bucket of water here, how exactly water flows down in a staircase, in steps in waterfall. The same way here also, the application is gonna be completing in a waterfall way. That's what. But so it is a beginning of software. It was very successful. It is very successful in the beginning of the software industry, but right now it is not suit for us. Why, sir? What are the reason behind this? So what are the flaws? What are the problems here? So let us understand here. For example, let's say if you want to build a Redbus kind of application, see here, I need a Redbus kind of application. Like so, in this Redbus kind of application, if you see here, everything is a requirements: login page, registration page, payment gateway, payment gateway, accounts, logins, and each and everything we can find here. But each and everything we are calling as what requirement. Each and every requirement. Okay, analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy. But let us say, for our understanding, totally how many requirements to complete in this project? 1,000. So, these 1,000 requirements, We are going to be complete 12 months of duration. In this 12 months of duration, at a time we complete analysis, design at a time, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. We're going to be delivered. So how exactly? Let me explain this one more time. So totally how many months to complete, guys, please? 12 months. That means what? First 1 month will be analysis. Second and third will be design. Fourth and fifth, the sixth, the eighth will be implementation. Ninth and tenth will be testing. Then 11th month will be deployment. The completed 12 months is going to be comes under maintenance. In this approach, at a time, we are completing analysis, design, implementation. Then only we are going to be delivering into the client. When you are going to be delivering into the client after year, once the customer may satisfied, may not be satisfied. So today we are MOE completed, but we are delivering after a year. What's gonna be? Yeah, we're delivering working software as per the promise. But after a year, the software may not be suits for his business. Operational success, but patient is dead here. And the client customer don't know. The client is don't know what happening in this software development life cycle. By end, he come to know what is the output of the product. Logos, colors, design, EMI calculations, the flow of our execution of website, each and everything. He may not be satisfied. Okay, that is the first problem. The second problem is addressed here. Let us assume it is a waterfall model. Am I right? Okay. In this waterfall model, the flow of water in the down. The same way our work also, our project also. But the same thing, I'm asking you, if you pour a bucket of water in the down, ask you to it go up, is really possible? No. The same thing is happen here also. Means what I'm trying to tell you here. If you after completion of design, then implementation, then only testing. But while testing, we come to know design was wrong. If that in that case, it is very difficult to go back. Means what exactly? We are not accepting late development changes. It is very difficult to accept the changes in the middle of the project. That's the second issue. Third, so we can't able to allow to work multiple employees at a time. Repeat again. At a time, we can't able to work all the employees at a time. So for example, let's say after completion of, so if developers are very busy at implementation, but what about testers? They don't have any work in this project. They don't have any work in the system designers also. But if implementation is completed, testers are busy, but they don't have any work in this project developers. That means what I'm trying to tell you, please, we can't be engaged or all the employees at a time in the same project. So I hope you people are understand what is the flaws in waterfall model. What's the problem? That's the reason we are shifting into agile model. So what is an exactly agile model? It is an iterative incremental model. Iterative incremental model. That means what? Iterating few requirements and making working software. Let us assume. So this is an exactly items. So totally, how many requirements, guys, please here? Totally it is around 1,000 requirements. All are 1,000 requirements. Instead of 1,000 requirements to complete at a time, we are iterating only few. These few requirements we are going to be making our working software. We're going to be delivering into the client, increase the application features. This is which you are calling as what? Iterative incremental model. But how it is works with what Agile? Agile follows iterative incremental model. Next, please. In this model, so we're iterating few requirements, making working software, delivering into the client. Based on the client feedback, we're going to be start next iteration. In this is the way we are resolving all the issues, and client also satisfying, and everything is fine. So in our DevOps process, we are gonna be using Agile methodology, Agile principles, as Agile model. We are gonna be, it means iterative incremental model we are gonna be following in DevOps. Clear? Up to this point, any questions? Any questions, please? Okay, we'll be continuing. Fine. So let us try to understand how exactly Agile works. Listen very carefully. These rules and regulations very important. So to continue our classes, CI/CD entire DevOps process. Okay. Here, assume 1,000 requirements again. Red bus kind of example. If we complete these 1,000 requirements, if we complete these 1,000 requirements, our project it's gonna be complete. But are we gonna be completing these 1,000 requirements at a time? No. So we are iterate a few requirements, maybe 10. So make it complete, and it's gonna be delivering into the client the same way. So 10 requirement iteration, making working software, it's gonna be delivered. So in this approach, we are gonna be uh, follow the Agile model. Let me explain this. So out of 1,000, we're iterating only 10 requirement. This 10 requirement design, develop, test, discover first. On top of this 10 requirement, design will be complete first, then development will be complete first, testing will be complete first, then only discover. So based on the delivery, the client will give feedback. The same process will repeat it for 10 next 10 requirement. But it is in weekly, but not in years. For every week, for every month, we need to deliver. So let me explain this one more time. So we are iterating few requirements, 10 requirements, making working software, we're going to be delivering into the client. The same process we repeat it for next iteration. The same process repeated for next iteration. So this is we calling as what here is sprint. For every iteration, we calling as what? Sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3. N number of sprints we gonna be. In this, in this so this are all the problem what we have discussed in the previous slide in waterfall model. How exactly it will be work resolve, let us try to understand. So after successfully delivering into the client give a feedback. Client can understand what happened in our software development SDLC process. Then he can able to track, he can able to come to know, he can able to give his ideas, his mindset, everything. But based on his ideas, based on his mindset, based on his requirement, maybe if any change happen, yes, he can able to give a feedback, and he can able to add any changes also. If whatever the changes we have done, so this those changes we can able to accept those changes and adding into the next cycle. So that is the second problem. So what are the first problem? We are delivering our working software frequently. We are interact with the client at the entire project. That means client can definitely satisfy, definitely in the sync with the client. That means the client will be definitely satisfied. Then second issue, so even the client accept, client provide, client want to change anything, yeah, we are accepting late development changes also in the next cycle. Second, what about third guys, please? So so engaging all the employees at a time. So after completion of designing in the sprint one, the designers engaging with sprint two, then automatically engaging here. The same way developers also. Once if it is complete work in sprint one, automatically assigning into the sprint two, automatically assigning into the same way. Same way that sprint two. So test is also same. So in this flow, so what's gonna be happen? So designers very busy in sprint three. Designers very busy in testers are developers are very busy in sprint 2. Testers are very busy in sprint 1. In this way, can we able to engage all the employees at a time to the project? Yes or no? So this is the reason we are gonna be using these are all principles are good for us. That's what. So we are all people as a DevOps engineer, we are gonna be using these all principles in our DevOps projects. Clear. But what exactly Agile principles? Please wait. What is Agile first? Is Agile is a tool? Is Agile is a tool? Is Agile is a tool? No. Is Agile is a software like Java.NET? No. No. Agile is a methodology. Agile is a methodology. Agile is a principles. It is always tells only principles. These are all the principles only we are discussed in previous slides. Yeah. So what are these principles? So this principle is standard. You can able to Google it. You can able to get it in the Google also. Please let it open. So please be Google in Agile principles. Agile principle. If it is typed like this, you can able to find this website. See, if it is scrolled on, you can able to find these are all Agile principles. Our highest priority. What are the first rule, guys, please? Our highest priority goes to the satisfying the customer. Welcome changes, even the late development changes. Delivering working software frequently in weeks, in a months. Business people, developers should work together. So please be read. So these are all the principles. These are all the rules we have already discussed in the previous slide. Please be go through this and read it. I hope you people are understand. I'm gonna be shared this link in the below chat box. Please be go through that. Fine. Great. Any questions? Any questions, please? Fine. Okay, so what we have discussed up to this point, let us revise one more time with our own diagram. So let us draw the diagram and let me explain the same. For example, let's say it is a product backlog. What is this exactly? Product backlog. So let us name it here. What is this? Product backlog means what exactly this? What exactly this? So in this product backlog, each and everything it's gonna be logged in, each and every requirement. You know very well what is the requirement, login page, registration page, payment gateway, each and everything is a call is called as what requirement. So this requirement, business experts, domain expert, which you're calling product owner, is going to be responsible logged in here as a priority wise. Require requirement one. So totally how many requirements in this project, as we give an example, 1,000. So the each and every requirement, it's gonna be logged in here by product one or one by one based on the priority, high priority, low priority, okay, mid priority, likewise, okay. Based on from here, so we are going to iterate and making working softwares. So, but anyway, let it be given numbers here. Requirement 1, requirement 2, requirement 3, requirement 4, requirement 5, requirement 6, requirement 7, requirement 8. Yeah, we have to discuss. These are all gonna be very detailed. That's what I'm declaring all the numbers here. Please wait and let it be complete. This, then we will be move forward to understand each and everything here. Okay. So totally how many? As we 1,000. Okay, got it. So but this 1,000 requirements, how exactly? My question is very clear to each and every student. Please reply in the chat box. Whether this 1,000 requirements is gonna be complete at a time or sequence in a are we question repeat again. So are we gonna be complete this 1,000 requirements at a time or not? Say yes or no. The answer is no. The answer is no. Why? We are following our agile process. So in our project, so all people are not working on the same place. So we are dividing work in the team wise. So in this project, let us assume we have a totally two teams of, maybe it is a team A, a team B. We have a two teams. Team is nothing but what? So it includes developers, it is include testers, DevOps engineer, AWS Linux administrator. These are all together. It is a team. What is the team responsibility? So iterate for requirements, making working software within a timeline, and it's going to be delivering into the release. This is exactly job done. So what a team A will do. Okay. So what will so the first three requirement based on the priority, first three requirement will be iterated, and each and every requirement it's going to be converting into the tasks, maybe task how many tasks, maybe it is a three tasks, it is a four tasks, whatever maybe. Assume each and every task is going to be converting into the three tasks. Just change the color to understanding identification very easy to that. Let it be change color as blue. After iterating, what will happen? So after successful iterating these three requirements, and it's going to be assigning into the each and every developer or a tester. So by work up to maybe 2 weeks, it will take to complete around maybe it may be 2 weeks of time. Within a 2 weeks of time, so these three requirement has to complete and deliver also. The duration we are calling here is a sprint. Maybe it is a one. Got it? Means team A is gonna be working on which sprint? Sprint one. On which sprint, guys, please? Sprint one. But parallelly, team B is also gonna be worked. So let's say team B is also gonna be working but they are working on not same requirements. They're gonna be iterated. Next iteration will be, that might be requirement 4, requirement 5, requirement 6, requirement 4 and 5 and 6. Let us mark here also, easy to track us. See, but team B is gonna be working on sprint 2. By end of the day, so they're gonna be complete. They're gonna be complete the code, complete the testing, so the complete the delivery, and where to deliver, where exactly after completion of the sprint 1, sprint 2, the team A, team B is gonna be delivering where exactly it is gonna be delivering into the release. So what is a release? What is exactly a release? Release always in a month. Always in a month. Sprint always in a weeks. Sprint is always in a weeks, but release always in a month, either 1 month or a 2 months or a 3 month. Let it be right now. Release one, we're doing release one here. So the release one is a 1 month. One month. So within a 1 month, the sprint one is completed and delivering into the client. Sprint 2 is completed, delivering into the release. Okay, not to client directly. So first it's going to be delivering into the release only. Okay. So understood up to this point. I hope you people are understands very clearly. But my question is very simple here. Please answer to me. How many weeks in a month? How many weeks in a month? Each and every student come to know, very well. 4 weeks. If it is a 4 weeks, in this, what we have discussed in this release one, how many sprints will be total? How many sprints will be completed? Please answer to me. Please, very quickly. I'm waiting for your answers. Guess what? Guess. I'm expecting guess only. Okay, please. Whatever thing, please type it in the chat box. How many, please? I'm expecting guess. Only guess. We're all thought about two. Yeah. We're all thought about two, but not two. It will be four. Why? Because of, so team A is gonna be complete. The team A, it's gonna be complete. Sprint 1, first week and second week. What about third and fourth week? Team B is gonna be complete sprint 2, first week and second week. But what about third and fourth week for team B? So that means what I'm trying to tell you. So after successfully completing of sprint 1 and delivering into release, then immediately team A is going to be start sprint 3. From where? From requirement 7, requirement 8, requirement 9. Clear. So the same process will repeat it again for sprint 3 also. So maybe iteration, design, implementation, testing, and delivered. Got it. The same process will be done by the sprint team B, but team B is going to be working on sprint 4. In the sprint 4, it's going to be iterating 10th requirement, 11th requirement, 12th requirement. But sprint 3 is already complete, it is already released. Sprint 2, am I right? Yeah. So, so 10th, 11th, 12th will be iterated by team B. Got it. So second, third and fourth week, s- sprint 2, 3 will be completed. Sprint 4 also completed. But the team A, team B is going to be delivering sprint 3. Sprint 4 also. I hope you people are understands very clearly. Any questions, please? It's a clear. Okay. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what is an exactly agile. With the help of this knowledge, one thing is pending. What are the sprint life cycle? Okay. We'll discuss by tomorrow what are the sprint life cycle. Okay. After discussing about sprint life cycle, we are gonna be starting version control tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start CI/CD. So I'm stopping this class at this moment. Will be continue by tomorrow. Same time, same link. If you have any questions, please, or else we'll continue by tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot, all of you. Bye bye.